On fishing Western Australia, you've seen a lot of exciting fishing, marlin, sailfish, cobia. But look, everyone loves to have a fish, but little kids, they really like catching anything, blowfish even. The East Shed Markets here in Fremantle is a terrific place to take them because it's safe and it's easy to catch a fish. So what I thought I'd do today is bring you down here and show you how you can take the kids fishing on a Sunday afternoon and the whole family can have a ball. There's nothing hard about the rig that I'm going to use either. My main line here is 4 kilos and I've got a running bean sinker. I've tied it off with a swivel, that's so it doesn't go all the way to the hook. Then I've got what we call a leader and then a hook. A number 8 to a number 4, that's a wide gap. You can use a long shank, a suicide, anything really. They're all going to work here. Let me just drop it in. Now if you've come with the kids, you want to cut the bait up for them. So I've got myself a muley. These are great bait. Now all you do is you just fill it up like that, take a side off, turn it over, fill it up again. Now, this is where the scissors come in handy. What I do is I take all my pieces of bait off by actually chopping with the scissors. Isn't this great? Noise all around us, ships being loaded, people everywhere. It's just a great place to fish. Now watch how hard this is to do. Very tricky. What you do is you open up the bail arm and you drop it. And when it goes down to where you reckon there might be a fish, you stop. And you stand here and have a look around. That's what I call fishing. And here we go. What have we got? All right, well, that's probably not what we wanted, but hey, look. It's a fish, and that's a little type of wrasse. There's so much life here in the harbour because all the ships come in and they dump their ballast. There's plenty of food around, so there's going to be so many fish living around those pylons, even little wrasse, and they actually work better in the water. But the kids can catch them, they're not going to care. As long as they've caught something, they're going to have a ball.
Burley is the key to success, but sometimes you find you just burley up someone else's spot. My recipe seemed to be working a treat for the guys next to me, and they produced a very nice skippy. Big skippy are the prime fish you target from the East Shed, but it was encouraging to see the boys put their slow-growing fish back into the harbour to breed and grow some more.
Lots of activity down there, the burley's working. Speaking of burley, I'm just throwing handfuls of this in the water, letting it sink down. What we've got some pollard chicken food. And there's a bit of water in there, a bit of oil. Even got a few maggots in there. It's from the herring fishing this morning. Perfect stuff. Here we go, here's some bites. Oh, here we go. Now look at that, there's another species. Now this is a yellowtail. On the East Coast, they actually call them yakkers and scads, all sorts of things. These are fantastic live bait. And you pop that down there, you might even catch a mulloway, because you get a lot of big mulloway off here. 2 species.
Another great fish for the boys, this time a flathead. The harbour is just full of different species, which makes it even more fun.
Oh yeah, this has got some more weight to it. What could this be? The 3rd different species. Now, not more weight, but more fight. A trevally, and trevally always fight hard. This is a silver trevally. We call them skippy. And the legal size, I think it's 23 or 25 centimetres, and that's definitely not it. So we treat him carefully. I've got wet hands. Just carefully pop him back. Well look, there's no marlin here and there's certainly no sailfish or huge tailor most of the time, but it's a place that you can bring young kids. It's quite safe and you can keep an eye on them. They're not going to fall down the rocks and they're going to catch fish, and that's all they want. The East Shed Markets, bring them down, have a good time on a Sunday afternoon.